All right, YouTube, today we have a low taper on straight hair. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all my steps and my tricks to a low taper fade with straight hair. As you can see, my client hasn't came in and got a haircut in a while, so we gotta reform, reshape all this, make it look good, make it look presentable. He has an interview tomorrow or the next couple of days, so we're gonna make him look right. Let's lock it. So obviously the first thing that we're gonna do, I have a comb and a clip. Boom, a clip. This is what I mean by a clip. And I have a comb. This comb has a little piece like this. So we're not gonna wet it or anything. We're kind of just gonna get all this hair up top. We are gonna cut the hair down a little bit at the top. We're gonna create like a horseshoe type of pattern. And I'm gonna get a little bit more right here. We could section it like this. Boom. But I want his hair to stay full in this area. So we come down a little bit more. Instead of just going it like this, the normal way. Boom. We don't do it like that. We bring it slightly down. But I'm going to kind of play with that a little bit. Take a little bit off just so his corners can stay full. So the hair can look full right there. And then we get it. Clamp it up. Clamp it up, clamp it up, clamp it up. Boom, just like that. And now his hair is gonna stay right there. And this is all the hair that we're gonna be cutting, transforming, and making it into a low taper fade. So this is what his hair looks like right now. We're gonna continue, we're gonna comb it out once both sides are put up. As you can see, we're not gonna do the back. We don't necessarily need the back, but we do want a decent amount of weight in the back so the hair can sit on top of our client's head. So you're just gonna put this clip in right here. We don't really need too much of the back for real. But we're gonna continue combing it out. Any knots, anything that we need, to get out, we will before we begin our prepping and everything. With this type of haircut, we have to set in the foundation. The clipper that we will be using today is our Babyliss, however you wanna call it. Very good, I love this colorway for Babyliss. So we're gonna be using this colorway. We're gonna take a number 3 guard at first with our comb. Matter of fact, we're gonna switch it up. We wanna create, or we wanna be able to see exactly what we're gonna get into. So we're gonna do clipper over comb. This is gonna create our shape. I'm gonna turn him this way so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. We still want that kind of flared out motion, any that flared out, that flared out look. So I'm kind of just creating a shape right now. And I'm tilting the comb like this. See how I'm going? I'm not just going straight up, but I'm tilting it out a little bit just so I can have a little bit of weight. Just so I can have that look that I want, that I need. And you're going to keep doing this all throughout the haircut till it's about this length. So we can have a nice foundation so we can be able to see exactly what we're getting into. And y'all, for those of you that only watch the Corsair videos, you need to learn this is just money that you will be turning down when it comes to you. And you can't use it this way, clip over comb. You can't use it this way. Whatever comes over the comb, this is your stationary, you're moving. This is called a moving guideline. Basically what I'm doing, I'm taking this guideline from right here and I'm going all throughout the head. And I'm matching up what I previously cut with the hair that needs to be cut. And then once that hair disappears and it doesn't show anymore, that's how I know it's time to cut. So this is called a moving guideline. But you need to be able to do all different forms of hair types, hair textures. It's all important so that you don't stop your money. You don't want your money to stop. You don't want to be stagnant. If we're going to say, if 3 straight hair clients walk in and you can't perform a nice haircut on them, and then that money is going to go to a different barber or they're going to walk out and go to a whole different shop. You don't want that to happen. So save yourself some time, save yourself some money, making more money, and just learn how to cut the hair, bro. Learn from me. I have all the tricks. I have all the tips. I'm the goat on YouTube barber. Learn from me. Okay, now that we have the shape already done, we're gonna give our client just a twist around, twist around type, We're gonna take our number 3 guard. Boom, number 3. I use the Cocoa Guards. I don't know if these are Plat Premium or whatever. We're gonna take this, flare out at the top. You wanna remove the majority of this bulk. The reason why you wanna move the majority of this bulk is so that you can see, so you'll be able to fade better. And then right here, how we're gonna line up our client right here with a lot of hair. So you wanna be able to have a decent amount of hair there or a little amount of hair there so you can do what you need to do when it comes to lining up your client. Our trimmers can only cut through so much. Y'all, this battery is dead, so we're gonna switch. That's what I love about the Boost. We're gonna take it from our disc trimmer, pop that battery out, pop this battery out, boom. We got another battery on the charger. We got 3 batteries in total. Pop it in, place it in, and it's ready to go. So we're gonna debulk with a number 3 guard with the lever all the way closed until we get the shape and until we get our foundation so we can start. Okay, now that our foundation is set, we wanna start setting in our guidelines. So we're gonna switch this out. We're gonna take the battery that's on the thing and on a battery charger, put it in our trimmer so the other battery can charge. Okay, I'm putting it in there wrong, my bad, y'all. So boom. You don't want to take it up too high, but you don't want to keep it too low. And we are putting this in with our trimmer. Straight hair, it kind of is, but it's not the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing as coarse hair. Straight hair, you can more so set in that bald guideline with the trimmer, and it'll be you'll easily be able to take that guideline out of there. So that's why I'm setting in with our trimmer. And our trimmer gives us more of a precise foundational look, so we can feed the rest of the taper off of this one thing that we had just did, this one guideline that we had did. So, and for the sides, we're gonna take it about, we want enough room for this C cup to be able to, like I'm about to easily do this real quick. Just a faint line so I can see. We wanna have that line still right there. So I would say right here is a nice starting place for the foundational guideline of my taper. Right there should be perfect. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna do, lever all the way open. This is the good thing about Babyliss. They have a click lever system. This is a click lever system. You hear this? Every time I click it, it's a click lever. It switches to the next thing. Babyliss feel great in hand too. Y'all, it feels great. Come with these. But lever all the way open. And this is gonna be our second guideline. Whenever you're setting in these guidelines, you want to, well, this is our first fading guideline, but our second guideline that we set in for this back taper alone. When I say second guideline, I don't mean we set in the guideline right here on this side for both of the tapers, but I'm talking about for this individual spot. So, and we're going up about 1 inch. Our client has a decent amount of room to work with when it comes to this neck taper. So we have a lot of room to kind of just play with, play around with. And then now we start my form of down fading. So close the lever and slowly move down to this area. It's blended out, faded out. So that's what we're doing right now. Don't really take too long. Close the lever, move down, close the lever, move down. Now we take the 2 guard, lever all the way open, and we slightly flick out. When we get to the top of his head. And the reason why I'm starting with the 2 guard is because we started off debulking everything with the number 3 guard, lever all the way open. So anything above this, and we're using a fading down technique, so anything above this will be a number 4 guard, but the highest guard that we will be using for this process is a number 3 guard, which is a good thing. You don't have to use all the guards in your kit. If you're good with shears or decent with shears, with straight hair is that much more easier because we don't have to use all these guards. We could use up to a number 2 guard if you wanted to and still be able to blend into the bulk if you know what you're doing with shears, which I'm going to show y'all. And so now we just start our fading down process from the number 2 guard, then a 1.5, then how you doing? Number 2 guard, 1.5, 1 guard, then a half guard. And we're just slowly moving down using all of our clips. So before going with the half guard, what we're gonna do is close the lever all the way. Well, with the 1.5, close the lever all the way with our half guard, and we're just notching at the bottom of this fade. This is something new that I started recently. Kind of not just flicking out a little bit, notching at it, kind of making this bottom half of the fade kind of disappear. This guideline right here. And then we open up the lever all the way, and then we fade out this section, and then we go back up with the 1.5 and start or continue our fading down process. And it should just seamlessly just blend straight in together with each other. This is what it looks like, y'all. Blended. So we're about to do, basically what we did for the sides is the same exact thing that we did for the back. But all the little imperfections that I have, I'm about to take this, texturizing shears, turn it to the side and kind of just point cut. And this is gonna get all the imperfections. And obviously we do have a slight weight line. We're gonna lessen the weight line, but we still kind of want it there. And we're just fine tuning this blend. Just like that. You could do it for the back if you wanted to, certain spots. The goal is to try to have it pixelated, like a pixelated blend. You know, the same exact thing that we do for all of our haircuts. The liner prep, alcohol bottle, cotton swab, spray that down. We mistakenly got 2 alcohol pads. We're gonna put one down for later. And because our client has straight hair, he doesn't get a lineup, we won't be doing the front lineup prep. So we're just gonna touch this front lineup right here with this alcohol. And all we're doing is wiping out all the designated areas that we will be lining up. Everything just dries out the skin, gets everything nice and clean for us so we can get our sharp lines. And then now we're blow drying everything on cold down. And with straight hair, I kind of like to brush at the same exact time. This is my mic working, yeah. I like to brush at the same time because straight hair kind of likes to stick together. So I'm gonna turn this on high. We're brushing the hair down. And whenever you line up, before you line up your client, you want to make sure everything, we're going to zoom in for y'all. You want to make sure everything is not up like this, but down. This is what's going to make the haircut last a long time. Because you don't want him to go out on his day-to-day basis and do what he do, play sports or whatever. And then now the hair that you didn't cut or that you didn't get to is now hanging over his liner, which is going to result in the haircut looking like it's not truly cut, which is making it look like it's not going to last as long. So that's a tip for y'all. Easy tips, y'all, easy tips. Now we spray our holding spray. Just a light holding spray because straight hair, it does like to stick together. So we do light holding spray, the front and the back. Why not? Spray it on the blend. Light holding spray, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna take the shears and we're gonna kind of shear all this weight into the top of his head, which I'm about to show y'all. And then we're gonna blow dry on cold. We just want the hair to be stiff enough so we can have our sharp lines. And we are gonna brush at the same time. You can't take a comb. A comb will be highly recommended as well. That's crazy.
And if it breaks, you can just order another.
So with the liner, we're gonna take our trimmers. We're gonna angle it so we can have that sharp look. And then everything below that, we flip the trimmer over and cut all this excess off. And then for this top piece right here, take your trimmer, turn it sideways, and kind of just go with the flow. You want a nice rounded shape above the ear. The first pass might not be the final pass, y'all. So don't get, if your flow is not perfect, don't really beat yourself up about it. Go back over it, do it again. Hello. Just like this, y'all. And we're gonna do something to make that pop out a little bit more. But that's perfect. Now we'll do the front. Go up for straight hair. We're gonna work our way into the curve instead of making this first curve first. Just like that, and everything below it just goes. Brush it, all this excess hair, cut it. Just like that, y'all. And then now we're gonna fine tune this just a tad bit. We're gonna go down though. All the hair that's slightly sticking over, we're gonna cut it. This right here is not gonna blend the side into the top, but just get a little bit more defined shape. So it could go in with our thinning shears, which I'm about to show y'all. We're gonna do it all in one clip. Boom. Obviously we still have more, but I'm just gonna do this one side for y'all. Get the thinning shears. And the thinning shears kind of just make everything lay softly together. We still want the weight because he has curls up top. Your interview tomorrow?
It's on next Monday.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, I think so.
Well, beginner's interview day.
Yeah.
Just all these little pieces. There's no real structure to this. Kind of just whatever you see is flicking out. Don't want to go in there too deep. This how I kind of hold my stuff. And everything that comes out. All right, Don. All right, y'all. So this is how you bring out the lineup a little more. We're gonna add this white pencil, but we're not gonna put too much pressure on it. All we're doing is just tracing the perimeter of our client's lineup, and we're gonna do it to the front. And then how you get rid of this line, y'all, I can't talk. We just want a little bit there, not a lot. You brush it. You do like brushes. You want it to be blended or gone. Y'all can see that or not. It's still there, but it's not there at the same exact time. You brush it. You don't take the trimmer and go back over it. You brush it. Well, in my opinion, you brush it. And then now you go back in with the trimmer and redefine everything. And I'm about to show y'all the difference between this side and the other side. We're gonna kind of zoom out for y'all so y'all can see. And this is the top and everything. See how the top is nice, layered, cut. Still has a lot of weight, or a decent amount of weight for the curls up top. This is this side compared to the other side. We're about to show y'all. So this is this side compared to the other side. This is the side that we have not touched up yet. Have not like used scissors or shears or anything like that. So that's the difference of what shears can make and the power of that white pencil. So we're about to do the other side. Then cut the top down. When we cut the top, we're gonna make sure it sits on top of his head and not like hang over anything. We're gonna make it look nice and clean. and then show y'all the finished product. And y'all, I really wasn't gonna do this part, but this is how I cut down. So what I'm about to do is take sections. I'm gonna use the other side of this comb. I use one of these. And so what I'm gonna do is cut down, making sure, sure, like none of the hair goes over the blend whenever he wears it on his day-to-day basis. Just cutting everything to this length so it could look good or it could last him a while. And then I'm gonna do it to where the hair can't come over this part no more, and then I will do it to the other side. So, and I'm using this because it creates texture and volume as well, instead of you just using the shears. And this way I feel like it's a lot quicker as well. So. All right, y'all, so this is the haircut right here. Boom, with some styling. We curled the top and everything. But it's H5B. If you're not handling your business and what you're doing, and we out.
Danny, please don't do anything crazy.